Hey everyone, I'm just going to show you how to disable the disk defrag on computers if you're running an SSD. The reason why you want to do this, I know there's pros and cons to it and back and forth conversations on whether or not you should or should not do it. Basically, if you're having an SSD, there's really no need to defrag the SSD because it's all memory based. With a disk, there's certain blocks where information is held, and using disk defrag will eliminate any unused blocks on the disk. So that's the only reason. Well, that's one of the reasons why disk defrag is only used on hard drives, hard disks. So if you have an SSD, this could benefit you. At least prevent unused read and writes on your SSD. With my script I have is basically a scheduled task that will delete the scheduled defrag task that's created on every single Windows computer. And in order to find that under the task scheduler, you can go into your scheduled tasks, and it's actually not in the primary folder of the task scheduler library. You'll have to go down into the subfolder under Windows, and then it'll be actually called defrag. You should be at least one here if you have one SSD or hard drive on your computer. Because I've already ran the script, it doesn't have it listed in mine. You might actually have more if you have multiple hard drives installed on your computer. For each hard drive letter, there should be a defrag scheduled if you have that set up. Otherwise, basically what you can do is you can disable it so it just doesn't run at all, so that in case if you do want to enable it, you can just go back in here and then open the task schedule and enable it. But for me, I'm just going to delete it. So what it'll do is it'll create the scheduled task, it'll utilize the delete command, and then we'll give it we'll point it to the root location where the task is initially created, and then it will force that removal. So there shouldn't be any prompts or further yes or no questions from the Windows operating system if you want to delete it. So I simply just have that to run whenever the computer logs into the domain.